E aí galera, bora mais uma live aí de Starfield. Bora aí começar com um glitchzinho pra pegar uma armadura braba, cara. Acabei de descobrir um glitchzinho bom pra pegar uma armadura muito forte. É o que diz, né? Que é uma armadura muito forte nesse primeiro mapa, né? O que a gente explora aqui, que é a maior parte do jogo. É bem aqui na guarida. Bom que a gente já spawnou já de cara já com o local. Vai ter que vir aqui à direita. Virar à direita aqui agora, até essa pintura, e tá aqui a armadura. Agora a gente tem que pegar ela através desse coisinho. Aqui, já consegui. Facinho demais. Já era, mano.
I'm sorry, I really can't afford to be distracted. I need to get to the bottom of this. Yes, Concerned is an understatement. I work for the scientific division of MAST. I've been studying this tree for quite some time, and it appears to be exhibiting some worrying signs. Are you familiar with this particular specimen? Do you understand its importance? Look, I have a lot of work to do here. If you're just going to gawk, I'd ask that you move on. If you can actually assist me, however, I would appreciate it. I don't normally solicit help from random passersby, but it seems an exception is necessary. Would you be willing to retrieve some additional data for me? Well, thank you. That's unexpected. There's a series of biosensors I've placed in various locations around New Atlantis, all calibrated to gather pertinent information. They've been running for long enough that I think it's time to collect and analyze their findings. If you would bring them to me, that would save time.
For the widows and orphans.
Sergeant Yumi's looking for reliable people to help the guard. Contact him if you're interested. We'd all appreciate it.
Hey, are you looking for eggs too? I've only found one so far, but I want to find more before anyone else does. So if you see some, can you tell me? Okay, well, if I see any of those, I'll tell you. And you can tell me if you find any eggs. Miss Seng over at UC Distribution bought the one I found, and she said she might buy more if I can find them. I could really use the credits.
You expecting me to jump down after you?
Please, if you experience any issues in your dealings with the distribution center, let us know. We're always striving to improve. Welcome to UC Distribution. Now, before you say a word, I am required to inform you that formal complaints cannot be filed until the customer feedback system is back online. I have been told it'll be up and running in 2 weeks, but you know how these things are. I am sorry for any potential inconvenience. Also, if you're here about a corporate account, I've been assured that deliveries will be back on schedule soon. Who, Jordan? That kid's in here every other day with some random thing he found. Trying to get credits. Yeah, I took pity on him. Why, what is it? Oh, really? Well, you can have it back for what I paid for it, plus a little extra. Let's call it a convenience fee, shall we? I could, but I did pay for it. I'd like to recover my losses. And it's all the way in the back room. I'd have to walk back there, then back out here. You did say this was important after all. Honestly, it's probably worth way more than what we're talking about. Suit yourself. You mean besides? It's all in the never a dull moment. I know some people don't. Right. Come back if you need something else.
My mother wanted me to be a doctor.
Phew. Glad we had a quick exchange at the academy.
I really do need that additional data. I need all of the biosensors if the data is to be of any use. So you do. Wonderful. I'll just take these, and we'll see what they have to tell us. All right, we'll just upload the data. Give it a moment. And just another moment. It is working, isn't it? Ah, there it is.
It's amazing to think that this tree predates New Atlantis. Can you imagine all the changes it's seen?
It's... oh my. Well, there's good news and bad news. The good news is that my suspicions were correct. There is something wrong with the tree. I will report my findings to MAST immediately with no small amount of satisfaction. The phrase, "I told you so," may even be uttered more than once. Yes, it does feel good to be right, particularly when others have attempted to convince you otherwise. Repeatedly. The bad news, as it were, is that the internal composition of the tree is changing. In this particular case, the tree is now regularly emitting ultra-low frequency sound waves. They're nearly imperceptible now, but this is something we've never observed before. Depending on how large these waves grow, consequences for the city could be disastrous. I must consult with my colleagues in MAST at once. Thank you for your assistance. I hope these credits are adequate compensation.
The data from the biosensors speaks for it. Let's hope that MAST takes these findings seriously. These findings are...
Again, the customer satisfaction survey of New Atlantis businesses ranked Galbank in the top 3. A spokeswoman said, "We are obviously delighted, Galbank."
Much as I'm eager to explore the universe, there's nothing quite like the feeling of returning home.
Captain. Captain, I will proceed to my assigned post.
Well, I suppose calling you a still doesn't excuse it. My frustrations lie more with Barrett, not the first time his shenanigans. Not fair of me to take it out on you, especially since it would seem... So, let's start over, shall we? Walter Struck, welcome aboard. By the way, in addition to a place to stay, the Lodge has a wealth of modification and research equipment. You can even fashion industrial pieces for large-scale projects. I'm a fan of self-reliance. Funny thing about companies, you build once. Stroud Eklund functions quite well. For years, I finally decided to do something. Until next time.
Hello, Captain.
Nothing wrong with a little bit of extra protection.
Thanks, Captain.
Right away, or do you need a little bit of time? Interested in?
Hi. Please disregard. I attempted
Eu vou e ver se eu consigo dar uma upada nessa minha nave, sei lá, botar uns escudos, talvez umas armas, porque infelizmente ela tá ruim, né? Eu vou ver ela pelo combate, com a missão lá não vou poder fazer ela por enquanto, porque a minha nave, cara, eu gostei dela, ela é enorme, ela é boa, carrega muita coisa, só que ela tem que dar uma upada nesses escudos, né? Porque o escudo vai muito fácil, né? As armas até que eu tô gostando dela, só que o escudo tá indo muito rápido, vou ver se eu consigo dar uma upada nesse escudo.
Got anything you need to offload? Need some work done? Sure thing. We'll get it fixed up. Good as new. Sure, how about it? Sure.
glad to be a part of the team.
Starships fly there like comets, carrying us home.
Not bad. Hey, will you write it down so I can carry a copy with me?
I'll copy down too. You know how all those things. I still don't know how you lost that picture when I was the pollinating button. Stay in orbit or jump. Your call. Switching over to standard engines.
Hello, stranger. I just finished cooking up some food. If you want to come on over, just pop on by.
I hope I'll soon.
It appears things have gone downhill since the last time you were here.
Well,
Argos
you're
has
back.
clearly washed its hands of this operation.
Oh no, don't start. I've had enough Barrett for one lifetime. I don't need the sequel showing up on my doorstep. More pirates showed up when you were gone. We weren't as lucky this time. Calvert, Troy, some of the new Dusties. They didn't make it. Well, how could you have? You weren't here. Anyway, I was pinned down behind some crates with Barrett. Bullets and laser fire everywhere. No smile on that damn carefree face of his. Like he knew this was it. I started steeling myself to go out fighting. Then that idiot puts his hand on my shoulder and says, "Stay here, Lynn. I got you."
Not quite. Barrett is more dangerous than you might think.
Next thing I know, 2 of the pirates are dead, and he's got the 3rd one in a headlock. Drags him out into the open at gunpoint and demands to talk, or else I'm going to demonstrate new... And that's when they brought out Hela. I didn't overhear everything, but after the 10 longest seconds of my life, Barrett put his hands up, and both of them ended up getting taken, and that's the last I saw of either of them. They could have grav-jumped anywhere. I tried pinging a transmission to the ship in the comms building before they left, but the pirates must have fried it. You want to try it? Go ahead, but the odds of them being alive, even if you could find them... I've lost a lot of people on this run, Dusty. I just want to pack up.
It is much more comfortable inside the ship. Maybe we shouldn't stay out here for too long.
Want to try fixing that computer? Go ahead. I'm packing up, Dusty. must be something they don't want us to find. Just don't get your hopes up, okay? Don't see what good it will do since they're already gone, but fine. Here. Only managed to scrounge up one so far. I'm sure there's...
Out the grab jump calculations before we're out of range. Out of range of what? Out of range of the sensor array on Vectera. Would you keep up? Once we're outside our park, man, in this speed, effectively never. What's the point in sending a transmission down there? You gonna tell Lynn how royally screwed we both are? She doesn't even have a ship. You underestimate how many of my admirers there are in the galaxy, Heller. One of them is bound to show up, looking to reunite with this handsome face. We're doomed. Capital D doomed. Got it, okay. Whoever finds this, I'm attaching the interstellar coordinates to the metadata on the transmission. Rescue us. Repeat. Rescue us.
So, you actually get that computer working again? What? Let me see that. Funny. Even knowing he's alive, I still never want to see him again. Okay. Let me send you the location data embedded in the transmission. Find them, okay? Be a while before Argos comes to pick me up. I'll be here if you need me. And hey, if you ever need a little extra help, I've been thinking about a career change lately. Maybe it's time to put Argos behind me. Seems like you've been keeping busy, Dusty. If, you find yourself in need of a capable traveling companion, we should talk. My contract's up with Argos, and I could use a change of scenery. Works for me. I'm not fussy about assignments. I'll go where I'm needed. Right. I'll get to work. Let's catch up later.
Hello. I am relieved you have given up on carrying everything yourself. Good day, Captain.
That was fun. Now what?
All is well, Captain, all things considered.
Lifting off. Orbital pattern locked in. Let's put this bird on the ground.
Good day, Captain.
Oh man, are we glad to find you. Our ship's in bad shape. We managed to land, but we're in need of repairs.
You wouldn't happen to have any spare ship parts, would you? We can probably jury-rig a fix on our own. Bye.
initiated. Watch for flaring.
Suave, aquele roubo de nave. Vou vender já, eu acho. Porque ela não precisa ter uma coisa que preste. Acho que esse pau vou vender ela.
Captain, greetings.
Hey, excuse me?
What are you doing?
This won't...
No way! I am not going to help. Why the...
How can I be of service, Captain?
Hey. Okay, pardon?
Hello.
Yes? What? Howdy. Pardon.
Yes? What?
Hey. Hello. What the hell?
Gonna make you pay.
Ah! Ah! Shit, I am out of here!
This is mad!
My head!
Look, I can't be a part of this. We have to talk. It's important. All right. Out with it. What the hell is the matter with you? You think I'm being unreasonable? You have a lot of nerve saying that to me after what you've done. My God. You actually don't know why I'm angry. Ugh. Members of Constellation are held to the highest regard. If you intend to continue this behavior, then I'm not sure there's anything you can say at this point. Are you kidding me? Don't even... If you're trying to play... That sounds like... Just try to be more careful in the future. Otherwise, you'll find yourself traveling alone.
Não vale a pena matar essa galera, né? Os caras são civil, mano. Deixa eu dar um load aqui. Não vale a pena, né? Pegar uma nave aí. Se eles ainda estivessem fora, né? Poderia roubar a nave e ir embora. Eles estariam no planeta. Esse planeta aqui é de boa, mas... Matar os caras não dá, não dá. Vou só roubar eles.
That's not yours!
Can you stop taking things that don't belong to you?
That's not yours!
Excuse me. I have something for you when you have a moment. Here, I have something for you. You're welcome. I picked it up on one of our latest planetary expeditions. I'm more than just an extra gun, you know. I'm just pleased I get to utilize some of my old field collecting skills. It's been a while. Check back with me from time to time after we return from our planetary jaunts. If I pick anything up, it's all yours.
Anything I... Hey, what can I do for you? Sure, how about it?
Hey, I'll only carry...
Would be a nice touch.
Until later.
Setting down, everything in the green.
Good luck finding Barrett. Keep an eye out for Hella while you're at it.
Captain, do you require my assistance? Captain, it is pleasant. Return soon.
I thought you were some pirate coming back to kill me. Lucky me, right? Considering the spaceship wreckage, you mean? Yeah. Well, you missed the worst of it. Pretty sure we ripped through all the emergency meds that were... Hey, you know, when I pulled you to the med bench back on Vectera, I honestly thought, shit, I think I just saved someone's life. Oddly proud moment, you know? So, I guess I'm saying, glad I paid it forward.
Indeed. Without your help, we wouldn't have ever gotten this worthwhile addition to Constellation.
Man, I was so terrified when I got pulled on board that pirate ship. Barrett was all, sorry, brother, I'll get it. Oh, I'm getting to that. He tells me we need to start pretending to fight each other. Trick the pirates into thinking they need to come in before one of us gets killed. I just remember him shouting, "This kid is a killer. How am I supposed to defend myself against these pearly whites? He's gonna bite my face off." I mean, I didn't think it would work, but they came in. All of a sudden, we were wrestling with two of them. Barrett reached for one of their guns. Bingo. Blasted the pilot right in the back. Through to the flight console. Dropped orbit like a rock off a high-rise. I blacked out. And when I came to, there he was, smiling. You missed the fun part, Heller. I mean, I go through all the trouble of saving your butt, and you weren't even awake to notice. Man. Oh, yeah. Probably should have talked about that first. Did I mention I'm on a lot of painkillers? So, I was real excited when a ship showed up. Then, really less excited when Barrett said, "It's okay, I got this." He mumbled. I was drifting in and out, but yeah, got a signal from the ship before they grav jumped. Guessing it was Barrett. Haven't really been in a good space to have a listen. Here you go. Hey, I should come with you, right? I don't think anyone else is coming. Yeah, just, don't ask me to operate any heavy machinery for a while. Give me a minute. I think the worst of it is... Yeah, I'll be all right. Let me know when you want to head out. Still think there might be a spot for me on your ship? I gotta get off it. Whew, oh, I'm glad to hear you say that. For a second there, I thought you were gonna leave me behind. What's on the agenda today? You got it. Catch you on the flip side, boss. Thanks for letting me tag along.
You've given the fleet a lot of trouble, Barrett.
Hey,
Since when is surviving being attacked causing trouble? Isn't that just fighting back? Hey, pilot, could you move your arm a little bit to the left? I can't make out the console.
Don't move. He's trying to figure out our destination. Probably transmitting this conversation right now while we're still in orbit.
Well, yeah. Thought I was making that pretty obvious. Okay, put the gun down. I'm done. See? My retinas are pointing away from the console and towards this lovely view of space we have out the window.
Tie him up. Once we get back to the base, the fun starts.
Know when you're ready to launch.
I have something for you when you've got a sec.
Struts retracting. Let's get out of here. We're locking into orbit now. Well, this is quite interesting.
My dear darling, in your Atlantis, as I wander the blackness of the deep abyss.
Jump complete. Normal propulsion restored. Good to go for landing.
Captain, I am satisfied to see that you survived your most recent sleep cycle.
for the next mark. Does UC really think Sysdef scares us?
Certainty to the universe at all. Once you really start getting out there, all physics kind of turn into suggestions.
You're pulling my leg again, right? What's the latest thing you've seen?
Holy shit. You actually found me.
I wish I could say this is the first time this has happened with Barrett.
Well, this is turning into a regular Constellation party, isn't it? I should have brought drinks. You know, it's actually been kind of nice. Matsura the Grim here is a great host.
No sense letting people's last moments be unpleasant.
See, that's what I like about you, Matsura. A real Renaissance man.
I have enjoyed our time together, Barrett. But I can't just let you go with nothing to show for it. Is Constellation willing to pay ransom in exchange for this man's freedom? Ah, I had heard some rumors among the captains that we had a new hotshot. Very well. As a favor to the fleet, I'll let Barrett go.
From the hands of one Crimson Fleet pirate to yet another. And this time, the pirate is in Constellation. Wonders never cease.
Let's pop into Outland while we're here, and see if Joe has anything useful to add to our arsenal. Look at this place. It's just as we left it. You know, I've often wondered who keeps the lodge so meticulously clean.
Barrett, we were worried sick.
Well, some of us were.
I see what you did there, Walter. And I know you've been secretly crying into your piles of money just waiting for my return.
Actually, Walter has been complaining about you more than usual, which is always a sign when he's worried.
Don't start, Country.
Wait, is that? And to think the first artifact was taking up dust on the library shelf. Now look at them all. You feel it a bit, can't you? Ever since I found the second one, had the visions. Being around. So hey, I'm still not 100%, plus I feel guilty dragging you into all of this. Why don't I stick around? Help you get adjusted to the weird corners of the universe. Marvelous.
Something you need? I'm more than ready.
Sarah! Sarah, good to see you again, my...
I'll try, but I doubt any of them.
You're handling this whole captain thing really well, you know. Go ahead and ask. I think about it a lot. There's so many possible. I'm not a fearful man, but I am just... And I'm keenly Right. No worries. Excuse-moi. Of course. Okay. Right.
Yeah? Time to go? Not exactly New Atlantis, eh?
How are you, Dusty?
Hello, Captain. Greetings. Allow me to assist you with carrying your items. Goodbye, Captain.
All right, we're here. You ready? Because once we get started, I'm gonna be riding your tail till this is over. I don't mind spending some extra time with you. There's something you should know up front. I'm a Co. As in Solomon Co., first man on Aquila. That tale I mentioned before, the one I think is connected to an artifact, it's something of a family legend. After Planetfall, Solomon spent years mapping Aquila. And he found a tiny little... he called it the Empty Nest. Said it was a place even the wildlife of Aquila wouldn't go. Solomon's maps are locked up tight in the local gal bank. We'll be heading there.
Sometimes you can be assured that our vault is the most secure. Not as much as we used to. Ever since Marshal Blake took charge of the Rangers, well, things have been a lot quieter. There was a time those lock gang boys would be in here so often, we used to joke they ought to just open accounts. Gotta hand it to Marshal Blake, though. He's really got them on the run. One thing I can say is, glad to have your patronage.
Family has a few different deposit boxes secured in here, so let's look around. Here's a copy of the key. Okay, now remember, Solomon was from an earlier generation, so it's not going to be on a slate. Big bundles of paper is what we're after. Oh, no. Jacob. Of course that old mule saw this coming. There we do. I was hoping to avoid the estate when we landed. We really gotta do this. Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, I don't gotta say it. Had to pull that one out, did you? Alright, fine. He's my dad, okay? We're not exactly on friendly terms. He probably figured I'd come for the maps at some point. Got ahead of me. Family business just wasn't something I wanted to get into, you know? Yeah, well, sorry I'm such a pain about it. No forgiveness between me and my old man. It's, co-tradition. Alright, shall we?
Well. Sam Coe finally decides to darken our doorstep again.
You know why I'm here.
Oh? What's that? You come to your senses? Realize where you ought to be for once?
I ain't asking again.
You ain't asked once. Let's hear it. I want you to say the words about what's more important to you than family.
Okay, this was a mistake.
The only mistake I'm seeing here is you. Bringing your Constellation lackey here instead of my granddaughter. Come to help Sam loot his ancestry? You're not getting those maps. Full stop. Nothing's more important than family. Nothing. If Sam had stuck around, he'd know that. You wouldn't be here.
All right, that's enough. Come on, let's you and I talk. In private.
Welcome home, Sam. Make your visit short, okay? It's what you do.
Any day you make it through is a victory in my book. Give me a sec. All right, let's talk options. You're flying in the face of my 30-plus years experience with the man, but all right. I hope you like arguing.
What do you want, Constellation? Well, that's not your decision, is it? It's co-property by birthright. It stays here. Not liking your at? I know all about your group's reputation. It's not what concerns me. Can't believe I'm saying this. But if it'll get you out of my hair, then fine. You can have the maps. They're in the other room, here. Key.
All right, let's see if we can find the empty net. All right, let me think. The way I heard it, the readings he was getting were normal at first. There. Found it. Oh, boy. That's a problem. Well, you ain't wrong. But let's take a look at what we're up against. First, it's in the middle of the frontier, which we already expected. No problems there, but the usual tussling with alien wildlife. But the empty nest is a cave right in the middle of Shawgang territory. Same outlaws who held up Galbank. Well, just remember, it's about the artifact, not them. Hurting bad guys puts a smile on your face, that's a bonus. Let's get to that cave. Things are getting interesting. The answer to the question, your friend jumps off a cliff, would you? No. No, sir, I wouldn't. Victor goes the spoils. I said that right, right? If we're alone in here.
I think that's far enough. Hate to put a hole in the head of Akila's own prodigal son. At least not before we've had a word.
You must be Shaw.
What I am is disappointed. Samco in the flesh, and he's peddling around the frontier with the has-beens of Constellation. Now you got past my crew, who I pay quite handsomely, I might add. Grabbed something from that weird cave. Probably whatever's been keeping the Ashta away. So, I'm down one hideout. Now, let's talk about what all that's worth to me. Your lives, your credits. One or the other, really. Kill them! Shoot everything!
Take the good stuff, leave the rest. This is my favorite. Ah, son of a...
Eita, que isso, Starfield? Crashando assim, cara? No meio da live? Vocês viram isso? Coisa esquisita. Nossa, o jogo começou a pipocar o som. What the hell? Vamos lá, né? De novo. Eu espero que tenha salvo ali, né? Eu tenho conseguido dar o teleporte e o bagulho bugou.
We're in one piece. I'll call that a win. Let's get back to the lodge. won't lie. Hey, we're back. Newest member of our little family really pulled through for us.
Is anyone hurt?
Just, what are we building here?
I haven't picked up any kind of frequency or signal coming from it.
That doesn't mean much. This thing could be emitting something we can't even detect. As far as we know, we could be building a gigantic bomb that will blow up as soon as we finish it. Or maybe it's some kind of interstellar children's toy.
Why would either of those things give the Discoverer visions and music? It's a message. I'm sure of it.
We just have to hope that finding more of the pieces will give us some clue.
I hear that. Moving forward sometimes means fumbling around in the dark. I think Cora and I can use some downtime, but you let me know if you ever want to team up again. Oh, and since it tends to come up, me and my Rugrat co-pilot work as a team. That's non-negotiable. If I'm coming with, that means Cora's on your ship. Why not? What do you think, Cora?
It's really nice to have more company. New stories, new data.
What? Data? All right. We're in. Let's see what the galaxy throws at us next.
Your ship smells so much better than Dad's. Like, a lot.
Yeah? I'm more than ready.
Switching me out for the...
Well, of course. How else do you expect anything to be done correctly?
I'm up for a little adventure. Take it easy.
Bet you never expected to end up involved in something like this.
Right away, or do you need a little bit of time?
Star Station LO868. You need the eye? Aha! The eye is always open to Constellation.
Docking cycle complete.
How can I be of service, Captain?
We got a rook on deck. Good to see Constellation getting some fresh blood.
Glad you two finally have a chance to meet.
Wish I could have been down at the lodge to see the artifacts come together. But I got a little lost peeking through the eye. Probably would have just gotten annoyed at being bothered. I'll catch a smile at our next big revelation. You know there's more to come. Now, this station, the Eye, rigged up for deep space scans. Barrett and Sarah teased out the signs of where our artifacts could be hiding after we caught our second one. But the data takes a slow ride along the Sea of Light. Years or decades between us and the fringes of space without a gravity. You won't be the only constellation out there. Andreja and Mateo are both following up on scans themselves. Mateo went out recently, but Andreja, it's been a while. Hate to pull a worried old man act on you, but I'm an old man, and I'm worried.
Yes, indeed. Stop worrying so much, Vladimir. If she's out there, we'll find her.
She should be at one of the 2 sites I've marked on your star map. Can take care of herself, but we all need backup sometimes. Anyway, hopefully you'll be catching Fortune's smile, and we'll have some more artifacts to take a closer look at. Happy hunting. Usually it doesn't. I'm overdrawn from Lady Luck 3 times over. It's a long tale to tip your ear on, but if you ever wanted to visit, I have a house out there in the Starfield. Thought I was going to see life's eclipse from there, but Constellation swept me away. Haven't been there since we started on the Eye. If you do go there, turn the lights off when you leave, okay?
It's good to be back on board.
Landing site locked. Take us in.
It appears we've found some type of mining operation.
Don't come any closer. Identify yourself. Ah, good. I suppose I should have guessed. It has been too long since I checked in.
I'm just glad we found you unharmed, Andreja. Vladimir and I were worried.
You are the newest member, yes? Do they often send you to check up on other, more senior members? Perhaps. I suspect Vladimir worried you might find me on the ground, instead of this one. We waste time. We should complete our mission and then we can talk. Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets.
It would be advisable to vacate this area.
Nobody can stop the crew. Always looking for the next mark. As long as the credits keep rolling in, life's good.
Glad you're in the fleet. If you want, I would have killed you already. UC really thinks this step?
You did not respond when I called to you after you pulled out the artifact. Does that mean Barrett's theory and experience were correct? The artifact grants the first person who touches it a vision? The fact that it has happened to both you and Barrett is already more than we had before. I think it is important that we discuss what you saw back there. That man. What I had done. It was, yes. I appreciate that you see it that way. A very practical outlook, not one I find is shared amongst members of Constellation. May I ask what your background is? Argos. I have heard of this company. Small, reckless. Interesting. I do not have experience with this profession, but I have my own experiences with risk. We both seem to be unusual additions to Constellation. Please, I would ask that you not mention to Vladimir the circumstances in which you found me. This is not the first time that Varun zealots have attempted to corner me. If it is known that this has happened again, well, it has been a while since I was given an assignment on my own. I would not want it to be even longer in the future. Do you understand? Mom, this means we are in agreement. Thank you. That is good to know. I will finish here and return to New Atlantis when I can. You should go now, as they will be expecting us.
Where are we headed next?
Landing struts primed. Retros firing.
Hello.
something I need to talk to you about, and we're off. We're locking into orbit now.
I have an important personal decision to make, but Phew, thank you. So, where to start? Before I was with the Navigator Corps, I was career military, part of the United Colonies Navy. When the Colony War broke out, I was posted as the chief navigator on a warship, the Dauntless. Well, the position didn't last long. There was a particularly bloody battle. We were fighting over a world in the Eta Cassiopeia system. Worst fighting I'd ever seen. We lost 12 ships that day. 12. Including my own. No. This is important. I need to tell you this. The ship was barely intact. The captain and first mate died the previous day, which put me in command. A shrewd captain would have called for the crew to abandon ship, but I was so angry. I wanted to stay. I needed to fight. I believe you, but you haven't heard the worst of this. We fought for hours, but the damage was fatal. I gave the order to abandon ship and the crew piled into the escape shuttle. As the shuttle launched, I could see it was damaged. I heard screams before the radio cut. The last thing I saw, they were spiraling helplessly towards the planet's surface. There was nothing I could do. You're sorry. For me? If I hadn't been so stubborn, so eager to prove that I could handle command, my crew would have had more time to escape. Yes, they expected to serve on the best ships, with the best captains. The crew of the Dauntless had to settle for me. When the dust settled, the United Colonies gave me a medal. Can you believe that? A damn medal. I never even had a chance to find the shuttle wreckage and give my crew a proper burial. That's true, but still, it doesn't erase the real issue here. Remember when you said no one but me would have pushed harder to keep the Navigator Corps going? Well, this time, pushing too hard cost lives. Don't you get it? Everything I do, everything I touch, somehow falls apart. That's why I'm worried about us. After everything you've heard, all my stories, you still have faith. No one's ever cared about me this much. Not even Aja. I'm counting on that. Look, I think I've said all I can handle for now. Thank you for being there, for listening to me when I needed it the most. I'll never forget this.
I promise. Mind bunking on the ship, but nothing is better than unwinding in your own quarters.
Thank goodness. We were worried.
Why? Was there a concern that I would not contribute?
Look at you two. I'm jealous. I tried following up on some leads myself, but came back empty-handed. They could be anywhere, can't they? Embedded in a rock, or in the hands of an unsuspecting novel. I catch myself just staring at the collection sometimes, wondering what it all means. Maybe that's how our ancestors felt when they were looking up at the stars for the first time.
They didn't just gawk at the stars, Mateo. They explored. They tested. Science brought us to space, not daydreaming.
I disagree. What's the point of science if not to enable humanity's dreams? And where do those dreams come from?
Not every dream is a pleasant one. I agree with Noel. The work is what moves us forward.
You're with me, right? Science or dreams? Which one is the true muse of space exploration? Neutrality in a debate? I guess your side forfeits.
How can you forfeit if you don't even take a side? You're getting rusty with your comebacks, Mateo.
Playing it safe, eh? I don't blame you. Getting mired in a debate with Mateo and Noel can be an all-day affair.
You know what? I just realized I completely overtook this whole conversation. This should be about you and Andreja celebrating a win for the group.
I do not mind being asked to join in a debate. It was good to hear everyone's sides. But I do agree that we accomplished something together. Thank you for your help. I have no objections. Let us see what else we can find out there.
Noel, pulling some interesting data from those new artifacts. Tell the Rook to meet me back on board the station.
Yes, absolutely. Necessary, we succeeded. Ms. Morgan, I shall be here if you need. It's actually comforting. Yes, you need me? Mm-hmm. Goodbye. Cycled air. Just isn't the same as the real thing.
The eye is open to you, Constellation.
We're locked in.
Good day, Captain.
Now that those artifacts aren't just blips of hope in the blackest sea, I found an interesting pattern. The grav anomaly generated by one of those artifacts, it matches one on another planet. A bigger one. Alright, let me transfer over the data. But I need you wearing caution's boots for this one. No telling what this thing is or why it's so large. Going to send you the mark close as I can, but I'm having trouble pinpointing the source. You'll need to explore the area on foot. Put your scanner to work. Don't know what you'll find. Keep your eyes open. And from there, maybe you catch a smile and uncover the source of it all.
Thanks, Captain.
Just here for a chat?
How are you, Dusty?
Undocking complete, Captain.
We have these jetpacks for a reason, you know.
Please tell me you're here to help, not to try and steal my ship. You need my help. I'd laugh if it didn't hurt so much. I was tracking a crew of outlaws that's been preying on merchant ships. As you can see, I ain't in much shape to make repairs. Just patch her up enough to get to Hopetown. The rest can get fixed up there. Thanks. I owe you.
We're happy to help.
Thanks. That should get me home. You're right. They were pretty beat up, so I don't think they got real far. But if they make it back to their hideout, I might know. We can't let that happen. They look to be heading for Pol... Good hunting.
Into space.
Hey, you need something?
Clamps released.
Nesse pequeno combate deu pra ver que a minha nave tá muito melhor. Se pá, agora eu acho que eu até consigo lutar contra aqueles caras lá. Que tava difícil, porque minha nave não tava upada, tava bem ruim. Agora ela tá boa, tá muito boa.
by Hope Tech Star Yard and see if they have anything interesting for sale.
Hello.
Great to see you. How is Ma?
Rick, hello.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
You made it. Those outlaws didn't give you too much trouble, I trust? Good. I'm sure it didn't hurt that I softened him up for you. You've got good timing. A courier just came in from Aquila. The Marshal sends his regards along with a briefing on your case. I was surprised as hell to learn about the starship theft. Nobody said a word to me about it. Anyway, Mr. Hope can see us whenever you're ready. If you need to take a little time first, feel free. His office is upstairs. He's in a meeting, but it should be wrapping up. Come on.
Ron Hope certainly embodies the saying, spared no expense.
Welcome to Hope Tech Sales. Give me your invoice. You got the financing set up already? You don't? Wait, you're a solo outfit, aren't you? Okay. Nice. Well, what you need to know about our ships is they're from stern about. Other star yards might got with Hope Tech. A smart person chooses substance, So what are you in the market for?
All the way up.
Right away.
We'd be dust except for the factory.
I'm sure.
It'll push payroll pretty high. As for parts, we could try outsourcing. Do a contract with scavengers, maybe, but that's a decision that's got to be made upstairs.
Well, talk to Elaine about the scavengers. It's not a bad idea, provided we get a good deal. And I don't mean a fair deal. I mean a good deal. Remember, it's not just our bottom line that matters. We're also responsible for the welfare of everyone in the factory. We look out for our people here, Bridget. That's a point of great personal pride.
Excuse me, Mr. Hope?
Well now, the Free Star Rangers. At last!
Hey.
Damn, good to see you.
Maybe another time.
I think we're done here, Bridget.
Yes, sir.
This is the deputy I told you about.
Splendid. Splendid! It's a noble calling, being a Free Star Ranger. We certainly could use more of you. Let's get down to it, shall we? Time is money. I'm sure I don't have to tell you what an outrage it is to have a ship stolen. Justice must be done, and that's good news. I'll send my people over to... Of course, that doesn't mean your work is done. I want the thief found and prosecuted to the full extent of the law. I'm sure I don't need to remind you. I'm glad we understand each other.
I'm not certain why you choose to back this Free Star elitist snob, but that's your choice. I'll back your play.
Now, tell me that you've at least got a lead of some kind. Though what happened after the ship was taken doesn't concern. What does concern me? Well, I'm not sure I can. Because I told them not to. If word got out, it would do... I'm in fierce competition with other starship manufacturers. What's more, every starship thief in the settled systems would likely flock to Hopetown and start planning the next heist. What? Nonsense! We vet our people thoroughly here. Nevertheless, I suppose I could have Cosette conduct a thorough... Rest assured, if we turn up any evidence that... Very well. I need you to understand. This town is home to men, women, and children who depend on HopeTech for... I provide jobs that put food on their tables and a roof over their heads. If word gets out about the stolen ship, my investors will lose trust.
Well, heavy is the head that wears the crown. I'm sure the burden of responsibility for your workers is an inconvenience, Mr. Hope. But the deputy has responsibilities as well.
Despite what you think, I have great respect for the badge. But my primary concern is for the A ranger's first duty is to protect the... If your carelessness costs my workers their livelihoods, then I hope you understand that.
Something you need?
interrupt, Mr. Hope, but there's been a development.
Not now, Cosette. I'm in the middle of something.
But sir, we have new information. I've just received a report that the stolen ship was seen landing at Neon just after the theft.
A breakthrough at last. Well, Deputy, it sounds like you'll be heading to Neon, which means I can get back to work. Remember what we discussed. My people are depending on you.
Hey, can I get a word?
Off-worlders.
That wasn't as helpful as it could have been. Still, at least you know where to pick up the trail. Let's hope. So, guess you're headed for Neon. There's a ranger stationed there. He's a little different than the rest of us. But Neon's a different kind of place. He should be able to help you out. Well, we've both got work to do. It was good to meet you, Deputy. Thanks again for helping me out up there. No problem. Good luck on Neon, Deputy.
Enjoy your visit to Hope Tech.
I fear for whoever gets
I hope you're having a great visit.
I keep telling them we need 3 other recon systems to keep up.
Hard to get better prices for a hauler.
Just keep it holstered. Excuse me. A little test right here. All right, Adela. Deep breath. Oh, God.
I'm just great. Grand, really. When I signed on to be a freight captain, I was expecting long hours, and now I'm a hair away from being executed. Or worse. Where to start? So, I fly a rust bucket called the Markab for a small shipping line. It just started, really. We do bulk shipping, boring stuff like actuators and seed stock, and minerals. Are you serious? Well, it's gone bad for me. So, I just got assigned to the Markab. The first shipment? Slag steel. Nothing special. As soon as I left Neon and got scanned, things got crazy. Spacers, Freestar security, the works. Everyone demanding I power down, hand over the contraband, or sometimes just firing first. I skipped the system, ditched the cargo, and have been running ever since. It gets even worse. A tracker just landed, and I just know he's hunting a bounty. Me. But the trick is, everyone knows the ship. But my info isn't in the database yet. All they got is my last name, Fahim. So if you go into the pit stop and claim you're Captain Fahim of the Markab, maybe you can deal with the tracker? You are the best! This slate has everything they know about me. It's not much. He's the one with the cowboy hat. Just stay safe. Thank you.
Pardon?
I'm new in town. You look like you just got here too, right? What's your name, stranger? Might buy you a drink. Fahim, huh? Came in on that ship, the Markup? I bet you didn't know it. But I'm a tracker. And I'm here for your bounty. 2 ways this can go. You know the drill. So you didn't shoot your way off Neon, Fahim? The bounty is pretty damn clear. But something don't sit right with me. Not sure what.
Damn it! At least give him a chance to explain first.
Sorry, nothing personal.
Why did I ever take this job? Why? I heard the fighting. I'm so sorry. Take this reward. I have to go before another tracker arrives. Thank you. Oh, and isn't that a cheery thought? Just need a few supplies and I'm gone for good.
Hey, stranger. I'm new in town. What's your name, stranger? Fahim. I bet you didn't know it. 2 ways this can go. So you didn't shoot you. The bounty is pretty but... Maybe. Maybe not. And all I have to back that... You actually sound... Yeah, nothing about this adds up. All right, I'm not taking you in. But that just means somebody else will. Whatever you were shipping, you got to return it. The next tracker probably won't be as upstanding as I am. Suit yourself. But you may want to re-up your life insurance policy. One more drink and it's liftoff.
All right, Neva went for it, so the plan's a go. The Crimson Fleet is gonna do a quick smash and grab on Hopetown. To get started, I need a layout of the settlement. Don't leave anything out. I want every guard patrol, junction box, mark down everything. When it's go time, I'm gonna need some kind of distraction. Maybe set off a mining charge or something. You know, keep security busy. You'll have at least a week's notice before we send in our ships, so that should give you plenty of time to get ready. Alright, you wanted to be part of the fleet? This could be your ticket. Just don't screw it all up.
Payday?
I feel
Always
sick.
a good day.
I feel like I can finally breathe again. You think? I mean, I don't mean to be ungrateful and all, but I really, really need to go. Thank you.
Workers like to play hard here. They deserve it.
Galera, eu vou ficando por aqui, cara. A gente já explorou bastante esse jogo, né? Hoje fizemos, nossa, muita missão principal. Já conseguimos um monte, né, daqueles fragmentos. Só que ainda assim, cara, parece que ainda falta um monte, né? Até que essa história principal tem que é grandinha. Tem que saber quantos fragmentos a gente ainda tem que encontrar. Mas é isso aí, valeu quem assistiu a live, é nóis. Fui!